I understand that you are part of the Veterans Coffee Club. All right.
Sure.
Larry, tell me, how did this begin? Where did the idea come from where you would start maintaining the cemetery and so forth?
Okay, here's the whole story. 8 years ago, at the Oregon Community Center, 4 veterans would get together on Mondays and drink coffee and eat donuts. That was all we were doing. We were visiting, we were telling lies to each other about our past, just having fun, you know what I mean?
Right.
Well, then a couple of years progressed, and then we had a dozen veterans doing the same thing. So one day, an individual says to us, as we're having our coffee and donuts, okay, guys, why don't we get serious about something? So we put it out for a discussion. About what? Well, let's do something for the community. Okay. So we started, at that point, word of mouth, helping in the Oregon community, helping widows, orphans, elderly, veterans who no longer could drive. We were taking them to the doctors for them. We were grocery shopping. They started finding out about us. So we were starting to cater to the community. Well, then a couple more years down the road, one of the boys, Don Ernst, says, Larry, that cemetery out here is a disaster. I said, oh, okay. Why don't we go over there and clean it? Sure. So 12 of us went to the old slumbering mountain cemetery, and we started dressing it up. And then we asked the VFW to come and help us. The post here, 6917 on Highway 70. So they sent a few boys up. So we were about 15 or 20 strong out there, landscaping, cleaning. It had been neglected for who knows how many years. So we basically have taken it over. We've done everything we can to manage it. I went to the assessor's office, Doñana County Assessor. The property was dedicated to a gentleman who is now deceased. Mr. Coffee was his name, that's right. They don't pay taxes. It's tax exempt for the 5 acres. So we wrote Coffee a letter, his P.O. box in Oregon, got no answer. So we just took over. And we've been doing it now for 4 or 5 years. We have ceremonies out there. For example, Memorial Day, we're going to have a gun salute, a live taps player. We're going to have a ceremony for veterans. This starts exactly at 12 noon on Memorial Day, on a Monday. And that's what we do. Fast forward, 8 years later, we're 60 members strong, and we're growing. Recently, we've developed a website because the younger generation, that's how they communicate. Most of us are retired elderly vets. They can still do things. We do things like if an elderly person in Oregon needs a plumbing leak, we can go fix it. If they have a roof leak, we go fix it. Yesterday, for example, 7 of us went to a site here in Oregon. We had been asked by Clyde Williamson if we could clean up his daughter's yard. We took 3 18-foot trailers piled to the top of trash out of the yard. It took us 7 of us 4 hours. Mind you, we don't charge for anything. If somebody cares to give us a donation, so we'll pay for our gas and meals and weed eater string and that kind of thing, maintenance on our equipment, but we don't have a charge. So that's what we do. I am the commander of the Oregon Mountain Veterans Coffee Group, and we welcome anybody to join us. You don't have to be a veteran to join us. We just help the community. That's what we do.
And you said there's 60 of you now?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now, Oregon, unless something has changed dramatically, had about 250 or 300 people last time I was anywhere near that place. So we're talking
correct.
A huge portion of the town.
Yes. We pick up a lot of veterans at the VFW on Post 6917. They've gotten wind of us, and some of them boys have joined us. They live downtown, but they help us. They come up here and they go to our meetings. Every Monday at 9 o'clock, we have a meeting at the Oregon Community Center, and we discuss what our plan is for the week. We usually pick a job a week, get some volunteers, and go do it.
Larry, this is just beautiful, brother. This is just beautiful. I love hearing about organizations coming together in this manner. I think it's just, there's not enough of this. There really isn't.
Well, yeah, volunteering, people just don't do it. They find other things to do with their time, but we've been blessed. Word of mouth up until last week when we developed the website, and we're still fine-tuning it. We want anybody that wants to see what we do to just go to the website. And we're currently programming it and putting pictures of some of the jobs that we do and putting a email in there how they can locate us, phone numbers. Because Rebecca Dow, she's running for state representative. She couldn't find us. And she said, Larry, how do I find you guys? She finally found me. I said, well, how did you find me? She goes, well, it's a long story, but somebody knew you, so here we are talking. I said, okay, that tells me that we need to open up our eyes and develop a website, because I gave her a card. On the back side of the card was my phone number, which she failed to look at. So, we have a lot of little things that we need to fix, but we're moving along. I'm going right now, you caught me, headed to a Faith Christian Fellowship Church in Oregon. We're going to service the evaporative cooler right now, 2 or 3 of us. No charge, just to help them out.
Larry, there's going to be people that are going to hear this interview, and they're going to want to see if they can help you, I'm sure. How does someone donate to you or join you? Where is this website? You mentioned an email address, a phone number. Where is it we can find you?
Okay, presently, let's just call me. Just call me and we'll have a discussion. We'll meet for lunch. We'll do whatever. When I fine-tune the website, because there was a glitch in it yesterday, so we're not quite ready, but presently, just call me. My cell phone is 575-649-0656. Like I said, I am the commander of the Oregon Mountain Veterans Coffee Group, and we can talk and we can help people. We can take donations. They can join us to do some of these projects. For example, Friday, I'm driving to Roswell. Mr. Rick Rhodes was kind enough to donate ductwork for the Faith Christian Fellowship Church in Oregon. It's about a $3,000 job of free ductwork. He's a Christian man, and when I contacted him, he said, oh, sure, we'll do that for you pro bono. For a little church, you bet. So he texted this morning. He says, come and get it Friday. Bring a trailer. It's already all put together. All you got to do is take it to the church. No charge. So me and the boys, labor, we're going to install it. The present evaporative cooler at the little church is on top of the roof, and it's a 512 pitch, and it's very dangerous for us old guys to go up there and maintenance on it. So we have developed ductwork to bring everything down to ground level, and so we can have fun maintaining it at ground level. It's just something we do. We've spent a lot of time in the Faith Christian Fellowship Church as well, a lot of time and energy. There's a lot of vets that go to that church at 11 o'clock on Sundays. We'd love to have anybody that wants to join us, come and join us.
All right, Larry, I appreciate you spending some time with me today on this, because I think this is just wonderful. And
thank you.
What you folks are doing is wonderful, great, awesome. There is no word to really capture how I feel about this. I absolutely love it. And as I mentioned earlier, it's a shame there's not more of this in the world, but it is refreshing that there is some still. And you and your comrades deserve a tip of the fedora for what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, if somebody wants to write us a letter, they could send it to P.O. Box 249, Oregon, New Mexico, 88052. They can send us a donation. They can ask how we're doing, whatever. They can send us whatever communication they want to send us. We'd love to have it.